All right, I'm going to show you how to use the rower machine. This thing's great. But first, I'm going to grab the camera and I'm going to give you guys some close-ups and explain. So if you look at it from this direction, you're going to have a seat. You're going to have your foot slips just like this. Okay? You can tighten them in just like that. Oh, we can get the camera to focus. Excuse the dirty shoes. And then you have your handle here. Okay? Now, you turn on the machine just by clicking buttons, moving things around, or I guess I have to pull on it or something. There we go. So I guess it needs to be activated in order to be turned on. But you have all these options. You can select workouts. There's a list of workouts that you can do. So it'll focus for me. List of workouts it'll do. We'll go back. You can do workouts, custom list. There's games you can play. Finish game, biathlon. I normally just do row. And you can change display and you can change the units and do whatever you want. Wattage. I like to just do the meters, so that way, that's how I track it. So this is the screen I leave it on. I probably don't want that. This is the screen I prefer right here, okay? So as I start pulling, it's going to tell me how many meters, and that thing's going to spool, okay? Now, the thing to know that you can adjust about this is on the side here, you have this dial, and this is the resistance. So you can make it easier or you can make it harder, okay? So we'll leave that back at 5. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to give you the live example and kind of explain the cues. I can already tell this machine is old. Now this is literally the first full day that I've been here. So cut us some slack, but this machine I can tell is going to have already some issues with the sound of it, so you might hear it, pick it up. But this is a row motion, which means we're going to train our back, okay? It's dynamic and it simulates kind of being in a boat. So what we do is we lean forward, let everything bend, let it pull us, and then we pull it to our chest. Okay? Let it pull us, pull to our chest. Okay? Now, as you start out, I just noticed my feet are really uneven on this. As you start out, feel free to just use your arms, but the trick is the more range of motion you do, the more that thing spools, which means you go farther with sort of less effort. If I sit here and just do this, I'm working really hard and I'm not going very far, okay? And I'm not getting very much range of motion, all right? But if I go full, you can hear this thing spooling. And it's because that extra range of motion, I'm getting so much more power out of that. It's gonna get me a lot farther. But that's your rower. You can do workouts where, you pick a short distance like 100 or 200 meters or 300 and go for speed, try to get it done fast with power. But if you're just beginning, just kind of picking somewhere between, I would say 200 to 350, maybe 400 meters to start out. Eventually work your way up to eventually you probably top out at about 1,000. Once you are able to do 1,000 meters straight, I think you can start doing those faster bouts. But 1,000 meters is a great place to aim for. On the rower, this is a great cardio form. It's a little bit more intense than like walking and stuff, but you're going to burn a crap ton of calories doing this, and it's going to be really good for building your back, and it honestly activates the entire body. So this is a great cardio exercise. It's a great back exercise. It's a great dynamic mobility or functional exercise. So a rower is definitely a key thing I feel like everybody should do. I almost have my clients warm up all of their upper body days with this thing. So that's the rower.